Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Crypto Stu here. 308 subscribers. Please subscribe and hit the bell. I'm here in the Crypto Stu studio, and I am here to revisit one of you all's favorite videos, my most popular video, which is how to double your Bitcoin in 1 hour using the Nexo platform and Nexo token. So let's get busy. This is the Nexo platform. This is not a review of the Nexo platform. There are plenty of them out there if you want to watch one. It's a lending platform, and you can put crypto on there and not borrow anything, and you will earn interest on your crypto. Or you can put crypto on there and then use that as collateral and borrow off that crypto and get cash. They'll give you US either money right into your bank account, or they will give you Tether or USD coin, whatever you prefer. So, for the purposes of this exercise, you'll be putting your Bitcoin on the Nexo platform, and you will be borrowing USD Tether, or you'll borrow USD coin. It doesn't matter. You will need to be a platinum member. So that means 10% of your portfolio does need to be, of your on Nexo portfolio, of what you have on Nexo, has to be in the Nexo token. The Nexo token has performed unbelievably well in the past year. A year ago, it was, 57 cents, and it is now $3.07. No, that's the year to date. In the last year, let's bring up the last year. I knew it was a lot better than that. A year ago, it was 9 cents. A year ago, this was 9 cents, and now it is $3.74. So it has done tremendously well. So it's not like they're having you hold some garbage coin that you don't want to own, but 10% of your portfolio does have to be in Nexo token. So I have an incredibly lame visual aid that I'm going to use to help us get through all of this. I'm going to break down the numbers for you because that's how Crypto Stu rolls. All right, so remember, you have to be platinum level. 10% of your portfolio will have to be in Nexo token. To get to the finish line here, that's about $13,000 or roughly 0.2 Bitcoin. I'm using $60,000 Bitcoin. Being a little optimistic, Bitcoin's at about 58,000 right now, but it makes my numbers easier if it's a round number, so I'm using 60,000. Okay, so you have one Bitcoin. I would imagine if you're, this is kind of crazy. You're borrowing off your Bitcoin to buy more Bitcoin. So if you're doing that, I would hope that you have at least 4 times what you're doing this with. So if you were doing this with one Bitcoin, I would hope that somewhere in the world you have like 3 other Bitcoin that you have in a safe place. So imagine somebody with 4 Bitcoin and they're doing this with one of them. Okay, so you have one Bitcoin on the Nexo platform and enough Nexo token to be a platinum member. Now, right now you can borrow 60% of its value. That's the way it works now for platinum members. That is going to change on May 5th. So this window is closing. So if you like what you hear in all this, you have 4 days before these terms all change. But it does work right now. It's not clickbait. 1 hour from now, you can have double the Bitcoin. All right, let's get to it. You have one Bitcoin worth $60,000. They let you borrow 60% of that, so that's $36,000. And with that $36,000, they have an exchange on the Nexo platform. So you don't have to take the Tether or the USD coin, the 36,000. You don't have to take it off the platform. You can immediately plug it into their exchange and turn it into 0.6 Bitcoin. And now you have 1.6 Bitcoin. Okay. Now it gets a lot better, folks, because you can take that 0.6 Bitcoin that you just bought and you can borrow off it. So you can take that 0.6 Bitcoin. You have now 1.6 Bitcoin. You can borrow another $21.6 thousand and buy 0.36 Bitcoin with it. And now you have 1.96 Bitcoin. And wait till I get going, because now you can take this 0.36 Bitcoin you just bought and you can borrow 13,000 more dollars off it, and that will buy you on the exchange 0.216 Bitcoin. And now you have 2.17 Bitcoin in less than an hour without adding any additional money of your own. That's right, folks. You started with 1 Bitcoin and enough Nexo token to be a platinum member, and now you have 2.17 Bitcoin less than an hour later without adding any additional money of your own. Now, it's not free, but we'll get to that. All right, so now you have 2.17 Bitcoin. Technically, you can do another loan because you have 13,000 in Bitcoin that you haven't borrowed off of, which would enable you to borrow another $7,700. But I actually, for the purposes of this is all a mental exercise. For the purposes of this mental exercise, I don't do that because that extra bit of money, that extra bit of Bitcoin that you didn't borrow off of, it's not really that much Bitcoin that you'd be adding to the stack, and it will earn interest over the year because you didn't borrow off it. You'll actually earn 6% interest off it, and that'll bring your loan rate down. So I say just leave it there. Then or you can just borrow until they don't let you borrow anymore. All right. So assuming that you stopped here, the little bit of Bitcoin that you did not buy will earn 0.0774 Bitcoin in a year in interest, or $464 at the $60,000 Bitcoin price. You currently owe, after doing all this, you owe $70,600, and because you're a platinum member, you pay 6% interest, so that's $4,200 per year in interest, but that'll be reduced a little bit by the Bitcoin interest you'll earn, so that'll bring you down to about 5.4% rate. Okay, so the current value is $130,000. Nexo's terms on platinum members is that you have to have 20% more in your portfolio. The value has to be 20% more than you owe. So if you owe $70,600, your value has to be $84,720. Now remember, your current value is $130,000. So you're way above your liquidation level. Bitcoin would have to take a 35% dump for you to be in your liquidation level. And if it did, you could always add more Bitcoin to not get liquidated. So it's not like they're just going to take your Bitcoin. I believe they send you 3 email warnings before when you're getting close, and they only start liquidating what they absolutely need to as they go. But it's one of the it is the main risk of all of this is liquidation. You're borrowing off your Bitcoin. If Bitcoin takes a huge crap, then yeah, you could get liquidated. That's the way these things work. Okay, now we're in a bull run. A lot of people think Bitcoin has a lot more room to run. So let's say Bitcoin does a 3x anytime over the next 2 years. So it hits $180,000 per coin anytime the next 2 years. Your portfolio would be worth $390,600, and you would, with the accrued interest, you would have $79,000 in debt. At this point, you would pay off the debt. After you pay off the debt, your portfolio would be worth $311,600, and you would have 1.73 Bitcoin. These are interchangeable. So or 1.73 Bitcoin. If you had just held your 1 Bitcoin off the Nexo platform and not done any of this, you would have 1 Bitcoin worth $180,000. So that means for doing this, you have profited $131,600 or 0.73 Bitcoin for a 73% return, above what Bitcoin just did, the 3x that it did on its own. Now, is it worth the risk? That's the question. That's a question you have to answer. I can't really tell you that. I didn't do it. I haven't done it. It's just not for me. I'm not a debt guy. But, plenty of guys out there are debt guys. I've known people who have no problem owing money. It doesn't bother them at all. I'm just not one of them. Also, please subscribe and hit the bell. Join the Crypto Stew family. I have a lot of weird ideas like this. Okay, so here's the other thing about my opinion on the risk return analysis on this has kind of evolved over time. What you have to accept is when you put your crypto on this platform or on Celsius, or if there's others out there that I haven't heard of, them too. When you put your crypto on there, your risk is 100%. All right, because if the platform goes under, you lose everything. So that's important to understand that the moment you get in bed with these guys, you're at a risk of 100%. Now, I don't know what the chances are of you losing 100%. Probably not bad. I have Bitcoin on both Celsius and Nexo. I don't think there's more than a 1 or 2% chance of them going under, but I have to accept that chance is out there. So with your knowing that your risk is already at 100%, what this does is it enables you to, like everything's about risk return, this enables you to greatly increase your return while your risk remains at 100%. That's how I've chosen to look at it, all right? I'm sure there's someone out there who thinks that's crazy, you're borrowing off your Bitcoin, don't touch this, and I agree, I haven't done it. But I will tell you, I wish I had, all right? I had this idea when Bitcoin was at $10,000, And I did the math. If I had had the damn stones to just go ahead with my own idea with what I thought of doing, if I had just done it back then I would have taken on about 12,000 in debt off my one Bitcoin. And right now, if I was paying off the debt right now, all in, I would have over $48,000 in additional profit if I had just had the balls to make the move. But I didn't, all right? And I still don't because I'm not taking out one of these loans. But I'm at least letting the people out there who might have the balls to do it know that it's out there to be done if they want to. All right, I'm not recommending it. This is not financial advice. I'm just letting you know it's out there. I'm also letting you know that on May 5th, they are changing the rules. So I'll make another video then with the new numbers, but they will not be as advantageous as this. This 6% interest rate will be 7%. The loan to value ratio will be different, but I'll make another video then. But for the next 5 days, this all works. It was not clickbait. It is all within their rules. If you're a platinum member, you can double your Bitcoin. You don't need to have one whole Bitcoin to do it. You can have a fraction of a Bitcoin and still double that fraction. You can have a third of a Bitcoin and turn it into 60% of a Bitcoin. It all works. It doesn't. You don't have to have a whole Bitcoin for it to work. I'm just letting you know it's out there in case this is something you're interested in doing. It's a mental exercise. So let me know what you think. I know that in my last video where I did this, there were some people who said they did it and they were very happy with the results, and they're comfortable with that amount of risk, and they're going for it. So good for them, and I wish them all the best. Everyone in the Crypto Stew family. I want everybody to make money. I do. So I'm really I have 300 subscribers. My channel's not monetized. I'm just doing this trying to help people out, and when I have a weird idea, I get it out there and I see what people think of it. And that's all this is about for me. So yeah, please subscribe and hit the bell. And I think that's it. I think I covered everything. If I didn't, or if you have any questions or comments, please comment. I read all the comments. And please subscribe and hit the bell again. And until next time, Crypto Stew, signing off.